So this is new for many of you. Some of you may not have ever worked with me before. So there are a few things that you may notice that might be different from other experiences. And if you are joining us on the replay, because we had over 300 people sign up for this. We have 20 some people on Facebook currently. I'm not sure. We have 20 some here. So we have about 40 people on live, which is pretty awesome. And we have a lot of people I know joining us on the replay because they're in different time zones as well. So what we will be doing today is I will be sharing one of the most beautiful activations, I feel. Well, one of them. I like them all. I'll always be like, I like this one better. But it is called the Lemurian Light Pool Ceremony and Activation. And there is the activation part, but when it's in its entirety, which is the full ceremony I'm going to be taking you guys through today and the full activation, I find that it's utterly profound. We have had some amazing things happen. For those who have experienced this, I shared this once before. So you guys are going to be, you'll hear me talking about a few things, and a lot of these items today or experiences that I'll be talking you through, some you may be familiar with. Others might be a slightly new spin on your experience with spirit and source. One of them is asking you to explore who the original benevolent stewards are of the land you're sitting on. So why do I ask you to do that? Well, one, because I honestly believe that we are not individuals, as I'm sure many of you do, right? We are part of the entire collective, and that includes the land, the elements, the animals, spirit, our ancestors and our lineage, and our physical form that we represent here. And one of the things that I am very firm on, and as one of my teachers say, that I'm willing to be kicked off the island for, is my belief that we are being asked to move into an integrated, what I have called often, I refer to it as the new Lemuria. Many people, some people refer to it as the beloved paradigm, the Aquarian age, new earth. But when I say new Lemuria, the reason I say that is because this ascended aspect that many have been talking about, that we as a collective are working really back towards, right? The Lemurian aspect, the ancient Lemurian culture was very ascended, but what was missing, and I go into this a lot more in a course I teach that I'll tell you guys about later, is at the fall, one of the reasons the fall happened is because the piece that was missing was the main reason we were brought, we are here, is to experience and understand and integrate the human experience of the divine, right? So what we as a collective are being asked to do is to move, for if you do spiral dynamics, it's called level 2, that second tier, that rising to that integrated state of the collective understanding, but also the integrative of the human experience, right? So the reason I asked you guys to explore the land is because I really believe that we are part of a web grid when we set. So when I set ceremony and when I do healings, I will be calling in and we will ask what is called permissions. So if you've never done permissions, or you've never done them with me before, we ask because we acknowledge that all beings and energy around us are sovereign. So in asking, we give respect and we ask permissions to work, right? It sets the tone that we honestly are acknowledging that we are not sovereign over spirit, over the land, right? We acknowledge that it is a partnership. And sometimes, and the most beautiful part that I find that happens is often when you really start tuning into this, sometimes you will get a no. And that allows you to, one, explore why. Two, most often it's because the land, spirit, whatever, knows something you don't know. And it's like, now it's not the time. Let's do this. And it always works out for the best. So it's kind of like having a backup for your backup. So welcome everybody. So that is the basics of what we're going to be doing to start off. So what you guys will hear me do is the kind of layout for today is we're going to clear. When we do ceremony, we're going to clear because we have around 40 people or so live with us, and we have so many people signed up and that will be watching the replay. The collective energy is going to be very large, and with the fact that the veil is very thin between this 12, 12, 12, 21 portal, and because we are nearing winter solstice and we just came out of an eclipse season, there's a lot going on out there. We are going to be, you guys will hear it, doing a very, very strong, I'm going to bring in what's called the Lemurian Light Shield, and it's going to be a very strong protection. And I'm even going to call forth, just so you guys aren't like, what is happening right now? The music is very intense because if you look at many indigenous original wisdom keepers all over the globe, that strength, that sovereignty that can often seem very frightening when we see someone with power in themselves, right? So Haka is actually one of the more well-known of these versions. We're going to be calling that in and creating that protection with a basically don't fuck with me kind of energy to protect us all and to really keep this sacred sealed. Okay, so just so you guys aren't like, what is happening when we get to that part at the beginning. And while that is happening, I'm also going to be clearing, running energy as well to make sure that our space is as clear as possible for this ceremony. I'll then, and so there'll be music playing and I won't be talking, so don't worry if you can't hear me. I know some people are like, I can't hear you. If at any point you can't hear me though, please do tell me. And then from that point, I will connect us in. We'll activate our web grid. We'll call in permissions. We'll connect in to source and to the earth. We'll do our full connection. And then I will begin to guide you, calling in and beginning the light pool ceremony. And I'll walk you through that. And we'll run. And the ceremony really, when you get in the light pool, is really in a way of rebirthing. So the experience for everyone is a little different. At any point, you may during this hear me speak light language. I don't ever plan it, so I kind of let whatever's supposed to happen, happen. But if you hear that, if you're unfamiliar with light language, since we have people from all over backgrounds joining us today, do not worry about what I am saying. This goes beyond your mental understanding and connects energetically and emotionally to your being. So you don't have to understand what's going on. Do not freak out if at any point, if you're unfamiliar with light language and all of a sudden you start speaking. I have had this happen twice now during this ceremony where people's light language has activated during it, and it can unsettle you if you're unfamiliar with it. So I just want to preface that. If that happens for anyone, breathe, you're good, you're great, let whatever's coming out come out. That's completely, it's completely normal, it seems, during this ceremony that light language can activate during the ceremony or right after it. After that, we'll close out, we'll do gratitudes, and then I'll encourage everyone to, when everybody will get the replay, but please don't watch the replay for at least 24 to 48 hours. I know I am I like watching things, and I will try to run energy more than everybody else. So I speak from experience, but this one's pretty strong, so just let it be and let it integrate over 24 hours, okay? Anything else that I'm thinking of? At the end, I will tell you guys as well about the next step if you guys want to. There is a 4-week course that goes into all the full 11 activations and everything to begin. And I'll be telling you guys about that at the end. So don't hop off immediately afterwards if you can. Okay. because that's really special, and that's kind of the next step. So is everybody ready? So many beautiful people joining. I'm so excited. We all ready? So my name officially is Jennifer Khalsa Shimmel. I am an honored steward and in relationship with a land once called Pentucket. And I am honored to be a co-steward with the original benevolent wisdom keepers of the Pentucket, the Lenape Confederacy, and all other great councils that may be not known or omitted today. And I bow in gratitude to be joining with them and all of you today to share this. So let's begin. Okay. So those on Facebook, I'm not going to be able to look over. I'm going to try, but I'm not going to. So if anything happens, just bear with me on Facebook, okay? So let's begin. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Make sure, please, everyone, I have to say this officially, please do not be driving any or operating any heavy machinery or driving while doing this if possible, okay? Because there will be a lot of energy running, and if you are sensitive, you may fall asleep, and that's totally normal, okay? So we're just gonna start coming in. I'm gonna do a basic clearing, and then I'm gonna call in. I'm gonna call forth your original or your benevolent ancestors. And you guys will hear the music to start setting our boundaries. So clearing our space first. My cat likes to join, so he's opening my door. Calling in the sacred light purifications, sacred light relationship healing, sacred light OFA and contract healing, sacred light belief clearing, and sacred light entity, implant, and portal clearing all together, resolving and dissolving any blocks, any energy that does not serve us, any energy between all those listening now and later and our soul family for this together. Clearing all that now before we begin Divine Love Light Creator changes. Breathing here. So I'm going to call in now our Lemurian Light Shield. And I'm going to call forth, as I'm doing this, I'm going to be doing this while you guys are hearing the music, but I'm going to call forth all original and wholly healed benevolent ancestors of each and every one of our lineage to step forward. We ask permissions to work with you. We ask your blessings and your protection upon us. Breathing here. Gonna put on our stuff. Your ancestors are here. Your shield has been brought. You are a sovereign being. We have made it clear that all beings who do not support our highest good, the highest good of the collective and our journey, are not welcome here. Breathing in. We begin to connect now in this safe and sacred space, guarded by our own powerful lineage. Begin to connect into our web grid. Bringing your awareness to the very land you sit upon today. This land that has called you into relationship with it. We ask permissions and blessings of this sacred, sacred land. We ask permissions and blessings from the original benevolent land stewards, the great wisdom keepers and council of this land. We ask permissions and blessings today. We call to the great earth, the great grounding, all guides, guardians, and beings that are of the earth. Support the highest good of all. We ask permissions and blessings today. We call to the mighty air, the wind, the breath, the mind. All guides, guardians, and beings that support the highest good of all of the air. We ask permissions and blessings today. We call to fire, our passion, our change, our drive. All guides, guardians, and beings that support the highest good of all of fire. We ask permissions and blessings. Call to water, the blood that runs through our veins, the great water that cleanses and washes, flows. All guides, guardians, and beings that support the highest good of all of water. We ask permissions and blessings today. The great sacred container of below. We call to all holy healed ancestors and all original land stewards, holy healed, benevolent. We call to you asking permissions and blessings on our work today. We call to the sacred container of above. We call to all guides, guardians, ascended masters, angels, archangels, the ascended aspect of the Lemurian Council. We call to all multidimensional beings that support the highest good of all, Ishtar Council, the Arcturians, the Palladians, all beings known and unknown that are here to support the advancement and the journey for the highest good of the collective. We ask your permissions and blessings and support today. We now come to the sacred container of within. Breathing here, feeling into your body, into your heart. Becoming aware of this sacred human container, the expression uniquely of you, of the divine. Breathing. And now sending a grounding cord from your heart down through your legs, out through your feet. And as we come to the earth, we ask permissions of the Great Mother of Gaia to embrace heart to heart with her essence. Asking permissions. When you feel that warm yes, connect in, embracing and feeling her embrace you as well. Connecting you heart to heart, your heart to the heart of the Earth Mother. And then when you're ready, coming from that heart space again, and this time sending that cord up through your head, out through your head, out past all time, space, and reality to the primal source, the point of oneness, the being and nothingness, the beautiful essence of all reality. This beautiful iridescent light, pure integrated balance. And here we ask permission, honoring in such gratitude, to connect heart to heart with primal source. Breathing here and feeling that connection. And of course, as always, never worry if you are experiencing this. Maybe you're not seeing things. Maybe you're feeling something different than I'm saying, and that's okay. It's beautiful and perfect for you. Everyone experiences things differently. Bringing your awareness now back to your heart. We call to our higher self, all aspects of our higher self. Breathing here. Okay. I am going to activate a crystal grid for you all before we begin. So I'm going to be bringing in the Andaran crystal grid. So these are a special set of crystals. Okay. So just breathing in here. Calling in the energy at your Earth Star chakra, the Andaran brown shaman crystal now. Calling in at your soul star chakra, the Andaran clear crystal energy. Now, Creator, change it. Behind you, supporting you, calling in the energy of the Andaran blue shaman swirl crystal. Let's find the light. Creator, change it. And in front of you at your heart, out in front, we're calling in the Andaran earth green crystal. Creator, change it. And at your heart space, I'm going to call in two. We're going to call in the Andaran divine fire and the Andaran opalescent pink. Really activating this energy, balanced at the heart center. Divine Light Creator, change it. Activating this grid now. We're going to begin on a journey towards the Lemurian Light Pool now. So we're going to begin this activation. So calling forward your holy, healed, benevolent ancestors. We ask their support and their journeying with us to help awaken and connect to this ancient technology. You begin to notice in front of you two pillars, ancient glowing crystals in front of you, lighting the entrance to a cave. This cave is welcoming and invites you in, surrounded by the love and support of your lineage and of your collective grid, guides, and family. As you move forward, you notice a beautiful glowing pool. You are asked to step forward Submerge yourself fully and stay in this healing water. So I invite each and every one of you now to step into this pool. I often see it glowing with a beautiful blue-green crystalline light. I'm going to put on some music while I begin this activation for each of you. So staying in this water, allowing whatever comes and letting it flood all cells, all energy bodies, all of you. Letting your ancestors surround the pool. Bringing this deep healing, this activation of every cell and DNA of your body. Feeling the light flood into every cell, all parts of you. This is a womb space of pure light and healing. Let it sink in. as you are in this beautiful pool, being flooded with this beautiful iridescent healing light, you feel the support of your lineage, of your unique ancestral healed line, the ancient healed wise ones that are cheering you on to embrace the complete expression of your soul in this lifetime. They surround the pool, and you feel the love, the deep ceremony, the deep knowing and remembering ignite in all of your cells and DNA. Some of you may notice new light codes being activated. Some may feel colors, sounds, senses of peace. Whatever is happening for you, this is your rebirthing. The light pool is the womb, and you are being reborn. celebrating breathe here, just the light emanating out of they dress you in a beautiful cloak. And welcome you so we want to begin to anchor this new light, this new awakening, anything that has come into your cells, into your DNA before we leave this light pool. So calling now, anchoring this into your navel, your heart, your high heart, anchoring this into your entire web grid, into every cell and DNA fiber, into your earth star, soul star, and your entire energetic body. Anchoring this new upgrade into your mental body as well to support this new integration. Anchoring it into the 12th dimensional grid system now as well. Breathing here. And we slowly begin to leave the cave now. Our heart filled with joy and gratitude. We move back out, feeling that web grid around us, feeling that deep connection. We give gratitude. Gratitude to all holy, healed, benevolent ancestors, to all guides, guardians, ascended masters, angels, archangels, multidimensional beings that have supported us today. We give gratitude to the earth, the air, the fire and water, and all beings of these elements that have supported us today. You touch the land, and we give such gratitude to this land, to the original benevolent land stewards of this land. Breathing here, we give gratitude to ourselves, to our sovereign essence and soul, for showing up and joining in ceremony today. When you are ready, take a nice deep breath in and open your eyes. How is everyone doing out there? Everyone doing okay? Taniqua on Facebook says, holy moly, that was intense. Thank you so much. It is. It is. The light pool, and for some of you, the light pool, well, most of the time, it will be running for 24 to 48 hours. So I like to say, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to things that may be showing up for you. And this is one of the 11 activations that are in my Journey to Lemuria course. So if anybody is interested in going deeper, it starts in January and is $222 for the whole 4 weeks. So we'll be doing the full activation series. We'll be doing soul. We'll be doing this ceremony. But when we do the course, the light pool is paired with the Lemurian vortex, which brings back all parts and aspects from all timelines of your soul and being. So Patty says, yes, high energy, thank you. Edna said, so Edna fell asleep. So that is actually very common. That means that you were going deep with that. So yes. Oh, beautiful. Feel so relaxed. Yeah, sometimes the connection. So I will be sharing the link for anybody who's interested. Registration officially opens for the Journey to Lemuria 4-week course. So if you really enjoyed this and you want to go deeper, that is a perfect chance to do that. It's like the level 1 for my full activation for everybody. So I'm going to put that here for everybody. Please share for yourselves, share with the group. You can come back to this as well. Like I said, there will be the replay. I can't spell and type at the same time. I think I'm spelling this right. Journey to Lemuria. And there are, I believe that's right. There are extended payment options too. So if you are interested, feel free. I'd love to have you join me for that course. We start, like I said, in probably about 3 to 4 weeks as well. So, yay. Ooh, Karen says, I feel the land was Avalon. I love it. There's actually a very strong connection with Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon. So I'm not surprised. That's beautiful. And Nat says, powerful. Thank you. I'm so glad. Beautiful. A lot of vision, Deb. Beautiful. Taniqua says, what is this buzzing feeling? So if you are experiencing tingles, that's actually how I know this one well, because this is one of the things I do, how I feel energy and my family does. We don't feel it necessarily. Some people feel temperature. We feel it as actual physical tingling all over our bodies. So if large amounts of energy being activated or moved through you is a newer experience and your whole body is tingling, that's most likely what's happening. There's a lot of energy that the light pool moves and activates and brings online. So, oh, did I spell something wrong? Did I spell, somebody shared it with me. Did I spell the course wrong? Nope, there it is. Did I do it right? Oh, I did it wrong. Sorry, guys. For them, thank you. I knew I was typing it. I was like, I bet you I'm typing it wrong. Sorry, guys. Thank you for catching that. There you go. And for those on Facebook, I will be sharing the link. I'm not good with typing and trying to talk at the same time. I apologize, guys. So let's see. Oh, Yolanda says I was in a pool with a dolphin. Joy. Literally, dolphins are joy. That's beautiful. Beautiful colors. Yeah, some people feel energy as cold. Some people feel it as heat. Surrounded by my ancestors, they all touched the water's edge and sent me their light. Oh, I love it. I love it. Sean, beautiful. So, thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm going to send this out in the replay through email with the information about the course too, so you have it, since typing clearly is not so great. So make sure that you're keeping an eye on your email so it doesn't get moved to spam, so that you guys can see the replay. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And please continue to update me over the next 24, 48 hours what's going on for you. I have my phone next to me frequently. So who was the woman singing when we entered the pool? If you guys are curious about the playlist, I'm just going to try to. So one of the groups was a group that I adore, Laboratorium Piesny, which is a Eastern European woman group. Another group was, I never can say it right, Huling. They're a German group. That was the beginning one. And then we also had, if you watch Outlander, it's the Dance of the Druids, which is one of my favorite for activating energy. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I normally sing a little bit more, but with so many people, I felt that it was a little easier to not overwhelm the system. When I feel energy, my body contracts. Interesting. Beautiful. Okay, lovies. So if anybody has any other questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, drink a lot of water, get some rest, let the energy move. Oh, yes, I can Facebook. For Facebook, yes, I will come through and I will type the names of the oh, Yolanda said, okay, so hold on. Let me, so over here, Dance of the Druids. Okay, so, hold on. Woo. There you go. There's the other one and the first one. I will type the names Facebook for you guys as well. Laboratorium Piesny. There we go. There you go, everybody. So Yolanda said, I heard a woman singing with you. That is very possible. So when I sing, this is good clarification for everybody. When I sing, I'm channeling Lemurian light language. So it's Lemurian song often. So it's very possible. When it goes with the bowls, it normally creates harmonics and does a different frequency. It's one of my favorite uses of sound. I love it. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions or anything else come up for them? Trying to keep an eye on everything. Are we good? Otherwise, have a beautiful rest of your evening, lovies, and I will hopefully see you all soon. The replay, Donella is asking when will the replay be sent out. So the replay will be sent out within 24 hours. So ideally, once we're done, I will send that out for you guys along with the information about the course as well. So it's live for those in the Facebook group. The replay will be there already. For those who would like the replay through your email, the email replay will be going out within 24 hours. So have a beautiful solstice, everyone. Please drink a lot of water, rest. There's a lot of energy that's moving, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Okay, guys? Bye-bye.